Hello, what is up guys? I'm here today, back with another Black Desert video. Today's video is going to be the patch notes video that comes out once per week, the day after the patch notes every single week. We'll show you all the important stuff and all the cool stuff so that you don't miss anything with the most recent change to the game. This patch brings with it a couple of events, nothing too crazy event-wise, but it does have a lot of quality of life improvements in the patch that we'll break down as we get going. And we're going to start off with one of those quality of life changes right off the bat, and that is the fact that you can now take the simplified quest line through a crossroads selection. So a lot of people were having problems selecting this, or R-mashed the keyboard through it and skipped it. So now when you get to the point where there is the crossroad, you will see a big pop-up on your screen, just like you see me having right now. Do note that this is also on my second season character, so if you didn't see my last video where I showed you how to get a second season character, make sure to check that out. In that video I said that you can't do this, but they patched it so that you can do this now, so they just like making me look stupid in my videos. And yeah, anyway, you can now take a second series of the simplified quest line. If you don't know what this is, it lets you power level through the main storyline so that you don't have to do all the crap. You can just go to 58 and skip it all, baby. So I'm going to check that box and keep going. But anyway, taking a quick look through the actual patch notes themselves, there's a lot of different quality of life changes to different classes, nothing too crazy, until you get to the Corsair class, where we actually found out that we were just beta testers for the class all along, with all of the changes that got thrown into it. So a lot of tweaks, a lot of changes to the class. So if you are playing it, you might want to read through this in a bit more detail than I'm going to cover. The next major change that was made to the game, specifically for season servers, is a reduction in the weight of the various upgrade materials used on season gear, so the Tuvala gear that you get for playing through the season. This gear has now had its weight reduced to 1 LT per 10,000 items that you have. So you can see right here, 0.1 per 1,000, 1 per 10,000, I can multiply by 10, look at me. So basically it's 0, so you can now just hoard all of your materials on your character. You don't have to worry about going overweight while you're grinding out on a season server trying to progress the character, which is awesome. There are new legendary animals to hunt if you are into hunting. Hunting these animals and finding them out in the world will give you titles. These titles you can equip and look cool while you are playing with your friends. As far as the simplified questline goes that we talked about a second ago at the start of the video, there are some additional changes that were made to this questline. TLDR is that now to progress through it, you're going to talk to your Black Spirit more periodically. You're also going to get more upgrade stones used in the Naru gear that you have to progress with. They patched out a bunch of bugs that were happening for people where they would not be able to complete the season pass upon choosing the faster quest line. And they patched out a bug where people weren't able to continue through the storyline at the Valencia point because of failure to complete prior quests. So a lot of quality of life changes for the simplified quest line. So if you're having problems with this before, make sure to continue it up or pick it up and see if those changes fixed it for you. Also note that once again, if you wanted to do the simplified questline series where you just have to power level a character, you do not have to play through the story, you get all of the exact same rewards, nothing changes, just don't have to play through like the 8-hour story. You need to pick it up after the Sage of Velia quest here at Aliston. You get it at like level 15 in the game. That is the point where you'd get that crossroad decision. Moving on to actually progressing on the season server, there is a new Afaru mob that is going to spawn while you're out grinding at the various locations that you can grind for various upgrade materials here in Black Desert. As you're grinding, this Afaru dude has a chance to spawn. The Afaru is going to drop you various upgrade materials used on season gear, so those time-filled black stones and other stones that are used in the upgrading. The big one, though, is it has a very low chance to have a Frozen Tides Blackstone. If you remember from my patch notes video 2 weeks ago, the Frozen Tides Blackstone is a guaranteed Tet to Pen enhancement for Tuvala gear, which is awesome. So if you're out grinding and you see the little Afaru has spawned message pop up, make sure to try and kill this guy for the free guaranteed Tuvala Pen enhancement. Moving on, there was a bug where you were unable to complete the Fugar's Timepiece quest that I showcased in my previous video that allows you to duplicate your season character basically, including their EXP and skill EXP, basically creating you 2 level 61 characters for only having to play through 1, and you really should do it at some point in the season. There was a bug that you couldn't do it before level 56, which you don't want to. You want to do it at 61. But now you can do it after level 25 if you wanted to, like, not listen to anything I've said the last 4 seconds. The next big one, and probably the thing that'll be the clickbait item in this video title, is that you are getting the Pen Capotia necklace for the 2021 summer season. They will not be adding any additional items in future seasons. You'll be able to redeem old ones if you haven't gotten all these already. But just based on the price of this item alone, you're going to want to make sure to pick up the Pen Capotia necklace if you haven't done any of the other seasons. And obviously, if you've done them all, congratulations, you got your full set. Last time, we're going to be getting something new for these seasons, according to this little text blurb that pops up right here. And now let's quickly pause for a moment of silence in honor of all of the people that had Tet Ogre rings that are now trying to spam sell them on the market and crashing the price. And that's pretty much it for important information from within the patch notes. Nothing too crazy beyond that that applies to a ton of players. A couple one-off things for super specific cases, but for the most part, nothing else super exciting in there. Moving on to the events, there is a guild recruitment event going on right now. If you are a guild manager, you can go to your guild, create a guild recruitment notice, post your guild recruitment notice, post a picture of that guild recruitment notice into the Guilds and Friends forum, and 20 guilds will be selected, and some of them are going to get progression bonuses and blah, 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 blah. To be a part of this, you're going to have to take the new players that you recruit via this into Node Wars and get them absolutely slaughtered. They'll really enjoy that. Great gameplay experience. And all in all, just help them to have fun. So it's really an excellent event. The second event we got going on is going to be the Remove Yourself from the Dating Pool event. So what you're going to do for this one, it's really simple, is just take this picture of a Corsair in a MMORPG, right? Take that picture, post it on your social media platform, use all of these hashtags, and write a story about this little character right here. And just share that to all of your friends and just everybody so that they know that that's what you're, what you do with your life. So yeah, you might even get like a comment from your aunt that you haven't talked to in a while asking if you're well or something. So, you know, totally worth it. And for doing that, 5 people are going to get an outfit set for them, plus 3 whole days of buffs. And even if you're one of the 5 that aren't selected, don't worry, you still get the 3-day buff box. So yeah, totally worth that. And the third and final event is a sort of level EXP boosting event. You're going to go ahead and find this little otter dude hanging out in the world of Black Desert. If you go ahead and talk to him, you'll receive a skill EXP buff of 300% and combat EXP buff of 100% for a Corsair, and if you're playing on any other class, you'll receive a skill EXP buff of 300%. The buff will last for 3 hours. We've had super similar events multiple times throughout various level up series and periods, so yeah, pretty straightforward event if you have been playing the game for any amount of time. If not, all you do is just talk to this dude and you get an EXP buff as your TLDR. And that is pretty much it for this patch. Went through all the important stuff, all the events, and all of that great stuff. If this video is going to help you here in Black Desert, do let me know in the comment section below. And once again, if you have not subscribed already, please consider it. You'll stay up to date when new content like this comes out, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching once again. I'll see you the next live stream over on Twitch, the next YouTube video right here, or wherever I happen to see you. Peace.